Hey boys and girls, this is Larry, ubrailroad.com. Check me out. Hey, today is the 14th of November, and guess what I'm doing? I'm doing Plan B to my big trestle, the one I just posted a few days ago. You know, guys, I make a lot of mistakes and I don't worry about them. Boy, this one just had more mistakes than I could live with. I tore the whole thing apart and I started all over, and I came up with what I think is a better way to do this. I'm right on the money on everything, and it works great. Down here, all of this has already been done. Now, here's what I did this time. I took my top and my bottom, and I took my two sides, and I made a box out of it. And I made it tight. You can see how I got it clamped here. Then right here, I got it pinned, okay? Then I could take these and lay them right on top, and they're going to be identical. Problem solved for trying to figure out the hypotheses of the square root of pick your nose or whatever. But anyway, this is going to work a lot better. But I do want to tell you something. Every time I make a trestle, no matter how close I am to being on, it always develops a pattern. Now, I don't know if you could see this pattern, but look at it real close. Okay? Now I'm going to show you. See this? High, low, high, low, high, low. I did not intentionally put that in there. That always happens. And if somebody out there knows why these patterns happen like this when you build things like this, please let me know. Because when I built my big trestle on my other layout, the three trestles I had on that, they all had the same kind of things. They all had these really strange little patterns and things. But anyway, after you make your box, then cut yourself a couple of these. These are 1 inch. Same thing. This way, when you've got two, like if you got two here, you'd go one, and then you'd put this in there, and then that makes it all tight, see? Now this time around, I decided to tuck this single into the doubles and make them come out like a little teepee there. I did that top and bottom. Also, grab a few of these, because you could use these as spacers. Like when you're putting a single across, you could stick it here, and you know, like let's say this is going to be a single, so you put them there like this, and then you would stick them on there. Then you'd run your cross brace, glue it, glue it, glue it, and then you're not bending the end down so it doesn't come out right the way it's supposed to. But anyway, this is the way I'm going to do it now. It's going to be the same length and everything, same height. It's just that I've got one more cross in here now because I tightened them up a little bit because of the fact that I made teepee things in mine. So this is another alternative to maybe wanting to try it, see if this style or this way of doing it works out for you. If it does, great. If not, hey, go back to Plan A. But I'll get back to you. This is Larry, over and out. Okay, I'm back. I've got one stringer to go in the second course. Now, you see I'm putting this down here like this. Now you see that little piece? That little piece is exactly the same as this, so that keeps this right where it needs to be. That's what I was talking about, having those little pieces to use as little supports and so forth. Okay, just wanted to show that to you. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, you can see I got both sides done. Now you can look down there and see how they're all aligned. All except this end. I don't know what the hell happened here, but you can see I'm off almost, maybe a ½ an inch or so. But you know what? I'm not going to mess with it. That's a good enough mistake I could live with, because after all, these are two different sides, and you're not going to be able to see it once it gets 9 inches away from it. It has cross members and wires and all the other stuff that go with it. But anyway, so far I have found this to be a very simple way to do it. Take your bottom, your top, take your two sides, glue that together, make your box, start stringing away at any angle you want. And then I think this will work. I really enjoyed doing this because this is how I'm going to do all mine now. Now that I know how to do it, I never knew how to do it before, but now I do. So this is what I'm going to be using. Okay, let me put this all together, and then I'll show it to you when it's all together. Be back. Okay guys, here it is. Both sides perfectly identical. Yesterday when I made it, I had one of these over this way too far. I just took the three pieces apart, moved them. Look at this. This is one of the only things I've ever made with two sides where they actually all came out the same. Using that box frame method where you put the bottom, the sides, the top, and then put all of your braces in there, gives it exact alignment, and both sides will look the same. And I'm really surprised, I really am, that it turned out so nice. But you see what I'm doing now. I like this style a lot better than I did the other one. The other one had about 1,157 mistakes in it. I found 1,158, and that was it. I just couldn't take no more. Took it all apart, tried this, works great, try it. It's fast, it's easy. This was less than a cigar project. A cigar project is a project that I usually start when I smoke a cigar. It takes about 2 hours, and if I finish it underneath that, great, and that's what I did. I actually had enough time to go surfing after I finished this. So the next video I show you is going to be the finished result. You see me put it in place, so I don't need to show you all that again. But now, the nice thing is, see, I got another place for bolts. So I can put a lot of bolts in here and make it look, you know, real bolty and hefty and all of that kind of stuff. But and then after I get it all stained and everything, put it in place, then I'll show you the finished result. So it might be a few days, but stay with me, guys. Appreciate it. If you like, leave a like. This is Larry, over and out.